Hey everybody, it's Will. Welcome to Vinyl Appreciation Society Smashing Pumpkins Box Set Edition. Hey everybody, it's Will. So, this is day 4 of our Smashing Pumpkins Box Set series. CDs, I know, it's a vinyl show. I mean, come on, this is one of the best albums of all time. And there are probably people watching this being like, fuck you, no it's not, I don't like Billy Corgan. Well, fuck you too. This is one of the best albums of all time. Smashing Pumpkins, Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness. This is the box set reissue from 2012, which is 5 CDs and a DVD. Here's the front. Here's the back. So my abiding memory of kind of falling in love with this record was it came out when I was 12 years old, and it was a double album, as you probably remember. And my allowance was not enough to cover an entire album. I think I got like $5 a week. And so I saved for 2 weeks, and I still didn't have enough to buy the double album. So I was doing I raked someone's lawn, and I got like $1.50 for it. And I did like all these weird fucking chores and like odd jobs for people. And I saved up like $15, which is I had cassettes at the time. I wasn't buying CDs, and I had enough to buy the cassette. And then we went on a road trip that weekend. My family and I. My parents were like, they gave me some money, and they're like, "Why don't you buy an album for the road trip?" And I was like, "Can I buy a double album?" And they were like, "Yes." Success. So all the money that I had saved for the record, I got to spend on other shit. Mostly probably donuts and ice cream because I was a fatty, as I still am. But I also bought Guitar World magazine that had Billy Corgan and James Iha on the cover talking about this record. And I still had that at my parents' house, actually. So at some point, we'll probably do like a little special supplemental thing on that and like the other pumpkin stuff that I have collected at my parents' house. So, but here you see this when you bust it open. I remember also, too, my dad is like a big fan of like old school rock, the Beatles and stuff like that. The Beatles are his favorite band, and he actually has a ton of Beatles bootlegs on vinyl, which we'll probably include on this show at some point. Yeah, I played him Bullet with Butterfly Wings, and he was like, why is it so dense? Like, why are there so many layers of guitar? But at this point, I love Siamese Dream, I love Pisces Iscariot, I was loving Mellon Collie, and I was like, aren't records supposed to sound like that? Like, I didn't realize that you weren't supposed to have 35 guitar overdubs on every track. So here you go, some artwork, and the album, or all the CDs, ta-da, are in here. This is a line with Purple Velvet. So this is disc 1. I'm trying to remember how this is arranged. Disc 2, and then B-sides, demos, outtakes, studio jams, just like a deluge of shit is on these other CDs. There's a lot of fucking awesome material on there. We'll maybe include like a link to a full track list somewhere so you can see everything that's on here. What's totally insane about this is that they put out a box set, 5 CD box set, the year after Mellon Collie came out. That was reissued, and there's still enough material that's not on that to reissue this as a 5 CD box set. It's just totally insane how much material they recorded. This is DVD of, I believe it was the release show for this album. And we have a giant version of this. So this is it's got like an essay in here, and it's got like rare photos of the band. I mean, obviously it has the original photos that you'll remember from the album cover, but this is like Billy Corgan's notes to the person who did the original artwork for Mellon Collie, being like, I kind of envisioned something like this. See what you can do with that. And here's like some stills from the videos. Billy Corgan's recollections of all the, recording all the songs and making this album. There's some more of the artwork stuff, like the exchange between him and this is classic. Come on, everybody who had this album on CD or cassette remembers that. I don't want to go through this thing page by page. I could. I'm having so many waves of nostalgia right now, but you get the basic idea of what that is. And then we have this, which is all the lyrics. And, you'll remember this if you had the CD or the cassette. And it's just a giant version of that, which is really fun. This was also released on vinyl, re-released on vinyl at the same time that this came out. So I'm sure that there are people watching this who have the vinyl release. And I was torn between whether to get the CD. So here, Live at the Brixton Academy in London, May 15th, 1996 is what the DVD is. I was torn between getting the CD and the DVD or the vinyl release, and I was like, there's so much more stuff on the CD release. And it's possible that the download code with the vinyl includes all the B-sides and stuff, but I really like physical media. I'm like a little paranoid about like computers crashing and losing all the MP3s that I have, so I really wanted to have like physical copies of all the extra shit that's on here. This is fun. So this is like stickers and like a replication of the album artwork, and you can make your own version of the Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness cover with that. And there's this little helpful thing to make it easier to pull everything out, and that is the Deluxe 5 CD 1 DVD reissue of the Smashing Pumpkins' epic double album, originally released in 1995, Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness.